dot product. So far, we have added two vectors and multiplied a vector by a scalar. Yun yung topic natin nung nakaraan dun sa lesson na scalar and vector. So the question arises, it is possible to multiply two vectors so that their product is usually quantity. Okay. So one such product is the dot product. So ito naman yung lesson natin dito is magmumultiply tayo ng two vectors using this process, yung dot product naman. So dito meron tayong formula, vector A times vector B. Okay, where yung A dyan, pwede siyang ganito. Okay, A1, A2, and A3. And then yung vector B naman, pwede naman siyang B1, B2, tsaka B3. So ayan. So, ano ba yung A1, A2, and A3? Yan yung coordinates natin. So, remember, kapag meron tayong Cartesian plane, and then meron tayong isang vector. Say, for example, ito yung vector. Ito yung vector A. Okay? Meron pa yung isa. This is your X, your Y, and Z. Okay? So, ito, meron itong coordinates, yung dulo ng vector na to from the origin. So, that is kung ito ay vector A, ito ay A1, A2, and A3. Okay, ano ba yan? Yan yung value ng X coordinate niya, and then yung Y coordinate niya, at saka yung Z coordinate ng vector. So, ito yung sinasabi niya. Okay. A sub 1, A sub 2, that of B sub 1 and B sub 2 is just equals to A sub 1 times B sub 1 plus A sub 2 times B sub 2. So, let's take another example. Example, we have this vector 2, 4 coordinate niya is 2, 4, that is yung X and Y, dot 3 and negative 1. So, kagaya nitong formula natin, that is equals to A sub 1 times B sub 1 plus A sub 2 times B sub 2. So, ito muna, that is 2 times 3 plus 4 times negative 1. Then, simplify mo yan. That is 6 plus negative 4. Or, ima-minus mo. 6 minus 4. That is equals to 2. Okay. Next example. How about this one? So, yung vector, meron siyang x, y, z. Negative 1, 7, and 4. That 6, 2, and then negative 1 half. Same lang naman yung fashion niya, yung kanyang process. That is just equals to negative 1 times 6 plus, baba ko na siya, 7 times 2 plus 4 times negative 1 half. And then, simplify natin ito. So, that is just equals to negative 6 plus 14 plus 2 or negative 2. Okay, so this is just equals to yung negative 6 plus negative 2 is negative 8, tapos i-subtract natin siya sa positive 14, that is just equals to 6, positive 6. Okay, so how about this one? I plus 2j minus 3k dot 2j minus k. So, remember, di ba yung ating x, y, z? X, y, and z is just equals to I, j, and k. Okay? So, ito, tandaan lang natin yan. So, dito sa example na to, yung isang vector, yung second vector niya is wala siyang binigay na value of I. Diba? So, it means that yung I dyan sa second vector is equals to 0. So, same routine naman tayo. You just have to multiply that 1 kasi yung coefficient ng I dito sa vector 1 is 1 times sa vector 2 wala tayong I, so that is 0, plus 2 times 2, okay, plus yung coefficient ng K sa vector 1 is negative 3 times yung coefficient ng K sa vector 2 is negative 1. Okay, then simplify natin, that is equals to 1 plus 4 plus 3. Okay, positive 3. So that is equals to, okay, sorry, mayroong mali. So 1 times 0 is 0. Okay, so that is equals to 7. So para madali yung tandaan yung I, J, K na yun, and then yung X, Y, Z, gawa lang tayo ng quadrant, and then maglagay tayo ng isang triangle dito. So itong triangle na to, di ba ito is yung value niya is X, ay yung kanyang side na yan, yung adjacent side is X, tapos yung opposite side is Y, and then yung hypotenuse niya is Z, kunyari. Ganun yon sa pag naglagay tayo ng para makita natin yung kanyang coordinate. Sample lang yan, okay? So yung value ng X is just equals to your I, and yung Y is just equals to your J. Tapos yung isa pa, okay, that is equals to your K. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na kailangan mag-form ka ng right triangle. Basta yung XYZ is equals to IJK yan. Okay? So that is the concept of that product. So another example. Say for example, we have vector A that is 3I plus 4J, and then yung vector B is equals to 5I minus 2J. Okay? So ito lang gagawin mo. A dot B, tapos gawa ka ng equation that is equals to AX BX plus AY BY. Ngayon, ano yung AX? So, yung AX natin dito is equals to 3I. Tapos, yung BX naman natin dito is equals to 5I. Tapos, yung AY natin dito is equals to 4J. Yung BY is equals to 2J. Negative 2J. Okay? Ngayon, i-substitute mo yung mga coefficient lang ha. Hindi natin ilalagay yung mga value of I kasi complex number yon. So, that is equals to 3 times 5 plus 4 times negative 2. Then, simplify mo. So, 3 times 5 is 15 plus 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. So, that is equals to 7. Okay, another example. That product of a vector A, yung vector A natin is equals to 5I minus 4J plus 3K. And yung vector B naman natin is equals to 7I plus 2J minus 8K. Okay? Find the dot product of that two vector is equals to AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ BZ. Okay? So, substitute the value. That is 5 times 7 plus negative 4 times 2 plus 3 times negative 8. Then, simplify natin yan. That is 35 plus negative 8 plus negative 24. Okay, so that is equals to 35 minus 32. Okay, that is equals to 3. So, merong isang example. So, ito, tatlo yung vector, pero meron siyang situation dun sa kanyang equation. Okay, so yung vector A is equals to 5I minus 4J. Yung vector B is equals to 7I plus 8J. And yung vector C is equals to 3I minus 2J. Okay? Wherein, yung kanyang equation is equals to the dot product of vector A times or dot product of the quantity B plus C. Ngayon, yung una mong gagawin, ito mo nang nasa parenthesis. Okay? B plus C muna. So, yung B plus C, palitan ko yung color. Say, for instance, it is B plus C. So, i-add mo lang yon. Okay? So, 7i plus 8j plus 3i minus 2j. So, take note na meron tayo dyan mga uh, common coefficients. I mean, common I and j, di ba? Yung x and y natin. So, same terms, di ba? Okay. So, 7i plus 3i is 10i plus 8j minus 2j is 6j. Okay, so ito na yung B plus C. Di ba? Ito na siya. So, isang vector na lang yan. Pwede na natin siyang i-dot product kay A. Okay, so ito na. Gagawin na natin siyang dot product A dot product of B, quantity B plus C. Okay, so that is equals to, ilagay mo yung value ng A, that is 5 times 10 plus negative 4 times 6. Okay, so wala nang problema kasi nauna na natin na na-simplify yung quantity B plus C. So, ngayon, 5 times 10, that is 50, plus negative 24, that is equals to 26. So, that is now the dot product of B plus C and A, yung vector A. So, how about this one? So, 4 times the dot product of A and B. Okay? So, yan. So, ito, meron naman tayong vector dyan. Yung vector natin dyan is vector A is equals to 5i minus 4j. Yung vector B is equals to 7i plus 8j. Okay? So, una, i-dot product mo muna yung A and B. Okay? So, that is equals to dot product of that A and B is equals to 5 times 7 plus negative 4 times 8. So, that is equals to 35 plus negative 32. Ito pala yung kanina. So, that is equals to A dot B is equals to 3. Okay? Substitute mo dun sa equation. That is equals to 4 times 3 is equals to 12. So, how about this equation? Quantity 3A dot B. Okay? So, kapag ito naman yung gagawin mo, unahin mo muna yung 3A niya. So, that is equals to 3A is equals to 3 times yung vector A, 5i minus 4j. Distributive property, that is equals to 15i minus 12j. Okay? Ngayon, ito na yung value ng quantity 3A. Okay? So, pwede na natin siyang i-dot product. So, pwede natin i-assume na yung quantity 3A is just A para hindi ka malito. Kasi di ba na-simplify naman na natin siya. Okay, pero pwede na natin ituloy-tuloy yan. So, that is just equals to 15 times 7 plus negative 12 times 8. Okay, so that is equals to 105 minus 96. That is equals to 9. Okay, so how about magnitude naman? So ano naman yung tinatawag natin na magnitude? Di ba yung magnitude dun sa mga past definitions natin, that is just equals to the amount. Okay? So, meaning, say for instance, we have vector A that is 3i minus or plus 4j. You have to take the amount of, wow, hi. Ayan. Yung magnitude value ng A is equals to the square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared. Saan to galing? So, ito lang naman yung sa Pythagorean natin. Okay? Yung lesson natin, that is yung x squared plus y squared is equals to c squared. Ngayon, kapag naglalagay tayo ng magnitude, ay nadi-disregard natin yung negative kasi any number that is raised to 2, negative man yun or positive, lagi siyang positive. So, in this case, meron siyang that is square root of 9 plus 16 and that is square root of 25. So, yung magnitude of vector A is equals to 5. So, ganun lang siya. So, another, yung vector B naman with the coordinates negative 7 and 24. Say for instance, so find the magnitude of vector B. So, ganun lang siya. Parang siyang absolute value of B. Parang ganun. So, take the square root of that negative 7. Tanggalin na natin yung negative dahil raise naman siya sa squared plus 24 squared. So, that is equals to, okay, simplify ko na. That is equals to 25. Okay? Yan. How about kapag tatlo naman yung meron na tayong value of x, y, and z or letter I, j, and k, okay, sa ating vector. So, say for instance, vector A is equals to 2i minus 4j plus 6k. Okay, the value of x is 2, the value of y is negative 4, and the value of z is positive 6. Okay, take the magnitude of that vector is equals to the square root of ax squared plus bx squared plus cx squared. Okay, take note, yung ating ax is equals siya sa I, tapos yung sa 2i, dito sa example na to, yung bx is equals to 4j, tapos yung cx is equals to 6k. Okay, ngayon, magtatanong kayo, bakit yung 4j is hindi naka-negative? Kasi nga naka-raise siya sa squared. Ayun, substitute the value to the equation. That is equals to 2 squared plus 4 squared plus 6 squared. Okay, so that is equals to square root of 4 plus 16 plus 36. Okay, so that is equals to square root of 56. Or, pwede pang i-simplify, magnitude of A is equals to square root of 4 times square root of 14. Pwede pa rin. That is equals to 2 square root of 14. Okay, next topic is about angle between two vectors. Okay, so sometimes, di ba ang vectors natin is 2 rays lang naman yan. That is an angle. Pwede siyang acute or obtuse angle, and then that corresponds to a vector. So, say for instance, we have vector A and vector B connected. Okay, at the same vertex or yung origin. Ito yung A, vector A. Ito yung vector B. Yung vector A, yung gagawin na natin siyang magnitude na, no? Pero kung hindi binigay yung magnitude, say, coordinate yung binigay, you have to find first the magnitude. Okay, yung magnitude ng vector A is equals to 15, at saka yung magnitude ng vector B is equals to 8. And then yung angle between that two vector is equals to 30 degrees. Ngayon, hahanapin mo yung dot product niya. So, dahil merong degrees, yung kanyang equation is equals to that product of A and B is equals to the magnitude of A times the magnitude of B times cosine theta or cosine of the angle between the two vectors. Okay? Tapos, pwede mo nang i-simplify and pwede mo nang i-substitute yung value. Yung magnitude A is just equals to 15 times magnitude B, that is 8, then cosine of 30. Binigay naman kasi yung 30, diba? Ngayon, that is equals to 120 times the quantity is square root of 3 over 2. Okay, bakit ganun? Kasi naka-radians po yan. So, click nyo lang yung rad doon sa inyong calculator. Then, simplify, that is equals to 60 times square root of 3. That product of A and B is equals to 103.92. You can verify this dun sa ating mga examples after dun sa lecture ng modules. So, another example. Ito naman, obtuse. Okay. So, vector A, meron siyang magnitude that is equals to 10. Yung vector B, yung magnitude niya is equals to 8, and then the angle between that two vector is 120 degrees. So, as you can see, obtuse yan. Okay, so ito yung equation that product of A and B is equals to the magnitude of A times the magnitude of B times cosine theta, or yung angle between the two vectors. Okay, substitute the value, that is 10 times 8, then cosine of 120 degrees. So this is 80 times the quantity negative 1 half, or that is equals to negative 40. So that is now the dot product of A and B. So itong last example na ipapakita ko sa inyo is concerning again angle between two vectors, pero hindi binigay yung kanyang angle at hahanapin natin yung kanyang angle. So okay, so ang example is vector A is equals to 3i plus 4j. Yung vector B is equals to 5i minus 4j. Okay? So, gamitin natin yung equation that is equals to, that product of A and B is equals to magnitude of A times the magnitude of B times the cosine theta. Ngayon, hahanapin natin is cosine theta. So, derive natin yung formula. Divide both side by magnitude of A times magnitude of B. Okay? Para mawala yung, okay, para makancel natin siya. Okay, then cancel yan. Ang matitira is cosine theta is equals to product of that product of A and B over magnitude of A times magnitude of B. Ayan. So, dagdag nyo sa formula yan. Ito. Okay. So, in this case, pwede na natin siyang i-substitute yung mga given. So, that is equals to cosine theta is equals to yung A is that product ng A and B is equals to 3 times 5 plus 4 times negative 4 over magnitude of A. Hindi pa natin nahanap. So, gawin na lang natin siya into a square root form. Okay? Square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared times square root of 5 squared plus 4 squared. Okay? Plus 4 squared. Okay? So, simplify, that is 15 minus 16 over 5 square root of 41. Or just equals to negative 1 over 5 square root of 41. Take the inverse cosine of that. That is equals to 91.79 degrees.